Does anyone know what MOBILE spells? Can anyone tell me, guys in Discord, can you tell me what that spells?
I think it spells mobile.
No. Watching the other Marvel games do so well, it like just makes me feel really shitty in my chest. Because I know that you're capable of making good games, you just don't want to. Because it doesn't make you as much money. For example,
it makes me want to jump off my apartment balcony. I ain't gonna lie.
Please don't, Richwood. I still want to be able to talk to you, bro. You're my friend. Aww. Today we are going to be talking about the new game that Warner Brothers Games, DC Games announced yesterday, called DCKO. Now, lads and ladies, I'm not really sure how to feel about this game on my own. So I called a few of my friends into the call. We've got Nero, Bryce, Jay, and Richwood, of course. Everybody say hi before I start. They can hear you now. They can hear you now. They can hear you now.
I can't wait. DCKO. Let's go.
Really? You can't wait? You can't wait? So, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who are not aware of what DCKO is, it's fine because I'm here to explain it to you.
Nice.
DCKO is a fighting game that was announced by WB Games. Isn't that right, guys in the chat? Isn't that right?
It's
Discord. It's a fighting game that was announced by WB and whoa. Shh. They don't know what it is yet. Richard, don't spoil the surprise. Don't spoil the surprise. They don't know. Okay. but. Let's have a look. You see, because while we were watching the trailer yesterday, can I show the trailer real quick? Let's have a look at the DCKO trailer, lads. Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. Drop fake. Bro. Where's Wonder Woman? Batman, Robin, Superman, Wonder Woman. Oh my God! Look at all these combos, guys. Look at all this action. Oh my God! Isn't this great? Isn't this great? Isn't this great, guys? Oh my God!
It looks so good.
Doesn't it look so good? Nightwing! Oh my God! Lex Luthor! What is that? John Constantine? Is that John Constantine right now? Are you actually showing me Are you actually showing me Bane? Starfire! Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my God! Oh my God! Corianders when she's winking at me, guys. I'm feeling like a little bit. You get me? Hey! Blue Beetle? Okay. Blue Beetle. Okay. Superman and Wonder Woman. Batman in the blue costume. DCKO. Pre-register now. Yo. This is hard, right, guys? Yeah. It's hard, right? It looks good. Looks cool.
Oh my gosh,
doesn't that look cool?
What the hell?
Right.
Play it. Where can I play it?
So, if you want to play this game, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the $2, Richard. Richard says DCKO equals terrorist group allies. Okay. But if you, 1 second, Bryce, let me let you know where you can play this game, Bryce. So if you go to the DCKO website, it will tell you to pre-register, right? It'll tell you to pre-register for the brand new game DCKO. I actually went to this website thinking this is a, you know, because I wanted to pre-register. Maybe there was a beta coming out for the PS5, you know. But you know how these closed betas get. And people can get into them. Some people get in, some people don't. So I wanted to be the first person. So I went over to the website. And I noticed something in red over there. It's true. What is that? What word is that? Does anyone know what MOBILE spells? Can anyone tell me, guys in Discord, can you tell me what that spells?
I think it spells mobile.
No. They wouldn't.
We hate our fans and you're gonna
They wouldn't do that. They would after all these years. After all these years, they wouldn't. They wouldn't, right? No. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. It's not a mobile game, right? No. Rachel, I edited it to make the letters red. I did that myself. I did edit it. But for some reason, guys, DCKO is a mobile game. I don't know whose idea this was. Like, who? I don't know why this was done. So I sat down for a minute and I had a little think. I thought to myself, why? why would they make DCKO a mobile game? It's not like there's a really active DC fighting game on the PlayStation right now, or on Xbox, or on PC. The truth is, there isn't. There is not a single active fighting game right now for DC. Any game, like DC game in general, the most active game is Lego Batman, and that's a single player game, right? Isn't it? So there isn't like an active multiplayer DC game on any console right now. So I'm thinking, why? Why would they make DCKO a mobile game? Guys in Discord, do you have any idea why it was a mobile game? I know exactly why, but do you guys have any ideas?
I just want to say before we get into the thoughts, I just want to say I'm so glad that MAB stream, because the shit that I gotta say might be so diabolical that you out there.
Well, don't get me banned, man. Don't get me banned, all right? Nero with the $2 says only Zia is excited for this shit. Damn, Zia. Damn. Why did they make it a mobile game? Why do Warner Brothers do anything these days? Your answer, ladies and gentlemen, your answer is this. Scrooge McFucking-Duck is back at it again. He's back. He's back. WB Scrooge is back. Why was it made a mobile game? Maybe it's because this way they can sell you every new skin as another loot box or something, right? Isn't that what they do? That's what they do. That's what they do. Oh my god. Guys, Absolute Batman just dropped in DCKO. But you have to pay $5 to get him, right? That's what this is. That's what this is, isn't it? That is exactly what this is.
You know what they'll do with
What do they do? What do they do?
They'll give you Absolute Batman with the skin, and you pay $30 and you get no ads.
Ooh, the no ad deal. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Hell yeah.
No ads.
But this is the truth. Honestly, this is the truth. This was made a mobile game because mobile games, in their eyes, will profit more than an actual, like, if they made DCKO a game for the PlayStation, or for the PC, or for an Xbox. Because the truth is, DCKO will survive forever, for as long as they want it to survive for. Because they will continuously sell you microtransactions over and over and over again, like they have been doing for the past 6 years in every single game that they've dropped. Like these 4. Remember Multiverses? Does anybody in Discord remember Multiverses? Or maybe Gotham Knights? Remember it? You hated it? Who remembers Multiverses, MK1, Suicide Squad, and Gotham Knights? Guys, it's not a new thing for WB to be trying to stick the microtransactions into the games. Like I said before, I was muted by WB Games. Whether it's Mortal Kombat 1, Suicide Squad, Gotham Knights, or Multiverses, every single game has one common denominator, and it's this fucking little demon boy here, Warner Brothers, sticking its greedy little fingers and destroying the soul of every single one of these games to make profit in games that they could just, if the games were actually good, more people would be willing to buy them at full price, which would lead to more profit instead of trying to sell it like microtransactions to people who already buy the games. You get me? So, like, the problem here is I feel like an idiot being a DC fan. Yeah, see, I said this, I must have been muted when I said this then. Because Marvel Rivals and Marvel Tokon are everything that DCKO is not. Do you understand? DCKO has clearly been made for profit, right? To try and squeeze and milk as much money as they can out of the people who, I mean, are stupid enough to buy this, or not buy it, to download this, air quotes, free game. But the truth is, one day, when they release, Zack Snyder's Superman in 2 years' time, Zack Snyder's Superman is going to be the most broken character in the game, and you're going to have to summon for him in a gacha system to get him or something, right? That's what this is going to be. That's what's going to happen. They're going to release Arkham Joker. Yeah, they're going to release The Rock is Black Adam. No, he won't be $99, Nero. He'll be put in a loot box. He'll be put in a loot box. He can't lose. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Exactly. They'll put these characters in loot boxes. So technically, I mean, it's not a $99 character, but you could spend enough to where you've spent $99 chasing a character, if not more.
Peacemaker Salvation Bundle.
Yeah, you could. 4th of July, Peacemaker next year. Come on, you just know what's gonna happen. At 4th of July, 2027, they're gonna release a Peacemaker. It's the best character in the game. You have to have him if you want to stick with the meta. You know how this goes. This is nothing new at all. The problem is watching the other Marvel games do so well. It like just makes me feel really shitty in my chest, because I know that you're capable of making good games. You just don't want to, because it doesn't make you as much money. For example,
it makes me want to jump off my apartment balcony. I ain't gonna lie.
Please don't, Richwood. I still want to be able to talk to you, bro. You're my friend. Aww. Don't do that. Don't do that. But first of all, let's have a look at Marvel Rivals. You see, the difference between Marvel Rivals and anything that WB and DC have done in the last 5 years is Marvel Rivals is the most accessible free video game, in my opinion, since Fortnite in 2017.
That's not ridiculous.
That is
That's
not crazy to
say
say.
that.
It is the absolute truth. The difference is, I'm not talking about Warzone, where they would drop weapons in the game, so you'd have to actively be playing whatever Call of Duty or whatever Modern Warfare or whatever Black Ops was out to get weapons, the best weapons to play in Warzone. The difference between that and Fortnite is it was simply just the skins. The skins is where they made all the money from. The skins and the emotes, and none of it was really pay to win. I'm sure there's some examples of pay to win skins or whatever, but I know in Fortnite there's definitely some pay to lose skins. Like, if you put that banana skin on, you're dying. You're dead. Your hitbox is significantly bigger than it should be, so you're dead, right? But when I think about Marvel Rivals, the difference between Marvel Rivals and other games is when you open Marvel Rivals, you can play as any character that has ever released in Marvel Rivals. That is the difference between Marvel Rivals and every other free, air quotes, game. Because it took Overwatch until Overwatch 2 to make all the heroes free. Do you guys remember? I'm pretty sure the heroes were not free in that game, right? They weren't. They were not free until Overwatch 2. So let's just talk about some of the other, air quotes, free games that released. Not around the time, but that have released in the last 5 years. Multiverses, we already mentioned. After the release of the full version of Multiverses, every single character you had to pay for. Every single character in that game. Now, when you're trying to market a free game to me, right, with my favorite characters and accessibility and all this stuff, I open the game and the first thing you ask me to do is spend $10 to buy your currency to get the character I want to play the game for. Do you really think that's gonna, like, encourage me to play your game more? Really? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. So Multiverses, 2XKO, and Apex Legends all have this problem. Now, the difference between this problem in 2XKO and Apex Legends is, if you're a long-time player of Apex Legends, if you've been playing since the beginning, then you will have gained enough of their in-game currency to buy every single legend that releases. But with 2XKO, unless you bought like the deluxe version or whatever, you got like how many characters was it, guys? It was like 6.
I believe it was like 6.
6 characters in a roster of like 12, and then you were able to unlock one for free. And they're nice enough to do a mission thing where I'm pretty sure you can unlock every new character that releases, right, guys? Is anyone still? You can do that, right?
Yeah,
you can grind it out.
The recruitment event.
Right, there's a recruitment event every single season for the new characters. But the comparison and why they're all grayed out and Marvel Rivals has color is Jubilee drops, and guess what, mate? You can play as fucking Jubilee on day 1. That's the difference between Marvel Rivals and the rest of these guys. When Blade dropped in the second half of season 2 of Marvel Rivals, you could play as Blade straight away. And that is simply the difference between how Marvel games carry themselves and how DC games carry themselves. It's everything that DC games do is fueled by WB and fueled by money. So, I mean, they can get away with doing the nostalgia bait with Arkham Lego Batman. Like, it's an Arkham game, but it's not an Arkham game. But which is great. It's a great game. It's really fun. But like,
peak game.
What else they got? Ritual, what else they got?
We have our thoughts and memories and our like wishful thinking that we'll actually get something good, but instead we got a mobile
I know what
game.
they got.
What they got?
What they got, Mr. Constable?
What I got?
DC Universe Online.
Ooh! Oh yeah! Yeah! DC Universe Online. I'm pretty sure DC Universe Online is older than Forgive Jay.
Damn!
Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Can we check that? Can we check that?
DCU Online literally has been out forever. For as long as I remember. It was started on the PS4 era. It's probably older.
2011.
Oh my god! Are you 2011?
Wait, bro.
You're what?
I'm
What year?
18.
What year is that? What year is that?
2008.
Oh wait. Okay. DC Universe Online is 3 years younger than Forgive Jay. Silas said I'm muted again. I'm not muted. I can see my mic moving, bitch. Don't troll me and tell me that I'm muted. Marvel Rivals being so accessible is why it's so popular, but again, it also creates an environment where all of the Marvel Rivals players aren't really good at video games. So, they have a lot of really easy characters, and a lot of these players play these easy characters and complain about them not being broken enough. What? Okay, but otherwise, see, the fact that they dropped DCKO, dropped their little game trailer this week is kind of funny because Marvel Tokon's beta is dropping this Friday. And I will be making content as well as the rest of the lads in this call, I'm pretty sure, right guys? We will all be making videos and streaming this game this weekend, beta weekend, but it's just such a drastic contrast to where DC games are as a company in comparison to Marvel games, because how can Marvel games be dropping I think one of the most anticipated games of the year, other than GTA of course, except for like whenever you mention a game now it's like GTA is Satoru Gojo. Like you have to say it except for GTA of course every time you say anything about any game just dropping this year. But I think Marvel Tokon is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and the fact that the beta is so full and full of life. Like they have practice mode, they have story mode, they have offline, they have online, they have ranked, they have casual. It's like it almost feels like a soft launch of the game, right, lads? Like it feels like, I don't know, like I feel this is the most like full beta I think I've ever seen in my life. It's already better than MK1, guys, in one beta, guys. Fuck! One beta is all it took, bro. This weekend, July 24th to 26th. The Marvel Tokon beta is out. We will be there. Capital W-E will be fucking there for the Marvel Rivals. I keep saying Marvel Rivals. I literally think we should boycott DCKO. Like, I'm not even joking. Don't download this bullshit game. Seriously. Don't enable them. Don't let them, don't show them that this is okay, because it's not okay. It's not okay, bro. You don't get to drop this DCKO bullshit trailer.
Subway Surfers, bro.
Yeah, like why would I not just play Subway Surfers or Geometry Dash? Like what? Like I would prefer to play Geometry Dash, please.
Like
Thank
Angry
you.
Birds,
right?
Like give me Balatro. Go in Game of the Year. I can play that on my phone. Can I not? Can I not play Balatro?
Geometry Dash.
Who's playing Geometry Dash in my ear? Guys, yeah, DCKO is dropping. Do not download it. I'm not an ambassador for WB. I'm not sponsored. I probably will never be after everything I've said, but you know. This was a quick one. It's an MLB show special, so
we can record
yeah.
it. That's what I'm saying.
I will see you guys this weekend. I'll see you guys this weekend for Marvel Tokon.
W stream.